Hello everyone. Welcome to the play, Julius Caesar. Imagine you're in ancient Rome. The city's biggest celebrity, Julius Caesar, has just returned from a huge victory. The crowd is cheering for him. His close friend, Mark Antony, even offers him the crown. But Caesar says no and returns the crown. So, friends, here's my question for you. If he's so popular and turns down power, why would anyone want to hurt him? Simply because a group of powerful men are jealous and terrified. The play, Julius Caesar, is a famous tragedy by William Shakespeare, written around 1599 about the real-life plot to assassinate the Roman leader. Meet our main characters of the play, Julius Caesar, a powerful Roman leader, killed by conspirators who feared his ambition. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife. She has bad dreams and warns him not to go to the Senate on the day he is killed. Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal friend. He pretends to support the conspirators, but later turns the people of Rome against them with his powerful speech. Marcus Brutus, a good friend of Caesar and a noble Roman who loves Rome more than he loves Caesar. He is tricked into joining the conspiracy. Cassius, the main planner of the conspiracy. He is jealous of Caesar's power and convinces Brutus to join him. Decius Brutus, another conspirator who tricks Caesar into going to the Senate on the day of his murder by misinterpreting Calpurnia's dream.
Act 2, Scene 2. Caesar's house.
There was thunder and lightning in the sky. Caesar entered wearing his nightgown.
There was no peace last night, in the sky or on the earth. My wife Calpurnia cried out in her sleep 3 times, shouting, "Help! They are murdering Caesar!"
He then called a servant and told him to go to the priests. Caesar wanted the priests to kill an animal as a sacrifice to the gods to get their opinions about the bad dreams.
It's a warning, Caesar. I saw a lioness giving birth in the streets. Graves opened, and the dead walked. I heard the sounds of dying men and horses. Do not go to the Senate today.
Caesar dressed up to leave and said that all the happenings had been predestined by God, and what had to happen would happen. She wanted to warn Caesar that maybe nature is trying to warn them of the danger ahead. But Caesar, ever the proud man, dismisses her fears with one of the most famous lines ever written.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste death but once.
Friends, think about that. Is bravery the absence of fear, or is it arrogance? Caesar insists on going, even when a priest warns him not to go because the heart of the sacrificed animal was missing.
We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say you are not well today.
Enters Decius Brutus. His job is to make sure Caesar gets to the Senate. So, he twisted the meaning of her dream.
Your wife's dream has been all wrong. It's a vision of good fortune. Your blood represents your spirit, and Romans will dip their handkerchiefs in it as treasured relics. Besides, the Senate plans to crown you today. If you don't go, they might change their mind. How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia. I am ashamed I accepted them. Give me my robe, I will go to the Senate.
Act 3, Scene 1. Rome.
At the Senate, the conspirators gather. One of them, Metellus Cimber, pretends to beg for his brother's pardon. It's a trick to get close to Caesar. Caesar told Metellus Cimber to stop bowing and begging, as it would not work. He stated that Cimber's brother was justly punished. When Caesar refuses, boasting of his firmness, "I am as constant as the northern star," it was their signal. Casca attacked. And then, the most famous betrayal in history takes place. Casca attacks, saying, "Speak! Hands for me!" Other senators too injure Caesar with a knife. Even Brutus, who was a friend of Caesar, stabbed him. The wound was not of the body, but of the heart, as the betrayal came from his most trusted friend, Brutus. Falling at the base of Pompey's statue, all that Caesar could say was,
Et tu, Brute?
which means, "And you, Brutus?" Then Caesar is falling. And then Casca shouts that.
Tyranny is dead. Run hence, proclaim, cry it about the streets.
But now, friends, a new player enters, and the entire play turns. Mark Antony, Caesar's most loyal friend, arrives. He is horrified. He confronts Casca and other murderers and pretends to make peace with them. But Cassius, the practical one, is suspicious.
Oh, great Caesar. Are you brought down so low? Have all your victories and honors come to this? He then turns to the conspirators and says, "If you plan to kill me, do it now with the same bloody swords you used on Caesar. There is no better time or place for me to die than right here, next to my friend."
Antony, don't ask us to kill you. I know we look like bloody murderers right now, but you can't see our hearts. Our hearts are full of pity for the people of Rome. As for you, we will not harm you. We welcome you as a brother, with love, good thoughts, and respect.
Mark Antony pretends to make peace with Caius Cassius as well, and says that Caesar was such a good man, and, in reply, Cassius says,
"It's fine that you praise Caesar, but now, are you with us or not? We need to know if we can count on you."
I shook your hands to be friendly, but seeing Caesar's body upset me. I'll be on your side, but only if you can prove to me that Caesar needed to be killed.
Brutus assured Antony that their reasons for killing Caesar were so just that they would satisfy even Caesar's own son. Pretending to be convinced, Antony secretly planned his revenge. He then asked for permission to take Caesar's body and speak at his public funeral. Brutus agreed, a decision he would soon regret. But Cassius is unsure about it.
"Brutus, this is a bad idea. Don't let Antony give the funeral speech. His words could turn the people against us."
It's okay, Cassius. I'll speak first and tell everyone why we did it. Antony can only talk because we are allowing him to.
Brutus thinks for a while and then allows Antony to have Caesar's body. He gave him these rules for his speech.
You are not allowed to blame us for the murder. You can only say good things about Caesar. You must speak from the same stage and only after I have finished my speech. If you break these rules, we will no longer be your friends, and you will be banned from the funeral.
This is perhaps Brutus's greatest mistake. He believes the crowd is rational, but Antony knows they are emotional. And now, we are going to witness one of the greatest pieces of rhetoric ever written. Antony, alone with Caesar's body. "Forgive me, Caesar, for shaking hands with your killers. You were the noblest man of all.
I swear by your wounds, these silent, bleeding mouths, that I will get revenge. My words will unleash chaos and a bloody civil war across Italy. Your spirit and the goddess of revenge will unleash the dogs of war, leaving the land filled with death and destruction."
Act 3, Scene 2. The Forum. The Romans sought an explanation for Caesar's murder. Brutus appeared on the stage.
Please, be patient and listen. Romans, trust my honor and judge me wisely. To any friend of Caesar, know this: I loved him as much as you did, but I did not kill him because I loved him less. I did it because I loved Rome more. Would you rather have Caesar alive and be slaves, or have Caesar dead and be free? I honored his love, his success, and his bravery, but I killed his ambition. If any of you want to be slaves, speak now. If any of you refuse to be Romans, speak now. If any of you do not love your country, speak now. I am waiting.
The gathering replied that there was no one who considered his act to be wrong.
Then I have offended no one. I only did to Caesar what you would have done to me if I became a tyrant. He was rewarded for his good deeds and punished for his ambition.
Antony and others enter, with Caesar's body.
After Brutus finished his speech, the crowd was completely on his side. They cheered for him, suggested he should be the new ruler, and even wanted to celebrate Caesar's death. Confident of his victory, Brutus then introduced Mark Antony, who comes in front with Caesar's dead body.
Brutus told the crowd to stay, listen to Antony's speech, praising Caesar, and show respect.
He then left, handing over the stage to Antony and believing the situation was under his control.
Friends, Romans, listen. I'm here to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Brutus says Caesar was ambitious. If so, he's paid for it. Brutus is an honourable man, but Caesar was my faithful friend. He filled Rome's treasury with ransom money. He wept with the poor. He refused the crown 3 times. Does this seem ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. I don't want to argue with Brutus. I just ask, why won't you mourn for Caesar, whom you once loved? My heart is with Caesar in that coffin, and I must pause until it returns to me.
After hearing the first part of Antony's speech, the crowd begins to turn against the conspirators. The citizens talk among themselves, concluding that Antony's arguments make sense. They felt that Caesar was wrongfully killed. Caesar's refusal of the crown proves he wasn't ambitious. Antony is a noble and trustworthy man for being so loyal. Their mood shifts from supporting Brutus to sympathizing with Caesar and wanting to hear more from Antony.
Yesterday, Caesar was all-powerful. Today, no one respects him. If I wanted to make you rebel, I would be wronging Brutus and Cassius, those honourable men. I would never do that. But I have Caesar's will. If I read it, you would so adore him that you'd keep even his blood and hair as holy thing for your children.
The crowd demanded that Antony read Caesar's will to them.
Friends, be patient. Knowing Caesar's love would enrage you.
The crowd again urged Antony to read Caesar's will. Friends, what was there written in the will that would bring a rage in Rome? Watch the next part to find out the secret of Julius Caesar's will and what would happen to Brutus and Cassius in the end. Did they escape, or were they punished by the crowd? Watch the next part to find out the secret of Julius Caesar's will. The link to the next video is given in the description box.